Toronto, Canada. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Toronto Thunderbirds. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mayfield's pass. Complete.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
Gain of 2.
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Taken down.
With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Good go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes his offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, We're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What we got on this right, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious that that'll help them win.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it here. Where? He'll be taken down before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last complete. To a first down at the Brown 8. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd, so a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here that they can develop.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago, it really upgrades out as a pretty darn good class.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 15 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Browns, nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
On the carry.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run again on first down. A broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
That's the end of the first quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Working out of the gun. off to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 38, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Here, that's complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Yards leads to 4.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 7, Browns 3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. for the defense.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He finds Dorsey. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Getting this inside the 30.
22 more yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Toronto, first down.
Again, it's Haskins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
To throw again. Haskins goes to Ware on the screen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they're looking to throw. Left side, it's Dorsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
the kicker on 40.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. Taking it about the one. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. The ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action from being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may get bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. That's out to Chubb. Near the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A first down throw from Mayfield. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield to throw it. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. Pressure again, and down he goes again. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Then in the afternoon.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first and 10, it's Haskins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense. Tight end free downfield for the completion. They go with Joe.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Vaughn.
Mayfield.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Joe.
Mayfield
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. That's Vaughn. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Cleveland.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A far left side to start the drive is complete.
And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
34-yard line.
34-yard
To
line.
watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
34 on the carry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
at the 34-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he finally goes down before reaching the 21.
That's good.
And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
the ball carried by number
A
22.
little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They will run with Ware. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this way, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from the linebacker. He says, all right, Rook, here you are. When you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Heading out of
it's the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to quickly and not the free. A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
The kicker on.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead. He's taken down at 7. Here's Haskins.
You just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time to this offense. Even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
Completion.
Game chart.
They'll come up now on 2nd and
Yard line.
They'll run now with Ware. Down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
it's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. They're going to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The ball
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. To stop him, but he does take it all we dominate today. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down.
That's correct. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, way to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom, indeed. Extra point splits the uprights. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off.
taking it about the 1. Takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off and a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone's seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Haskins will throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A nice pick up at 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kicker on.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that would be incomplete. They're scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends,
hands, who you would think could absorb that contact.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Will get their hands on it, going the other way.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Running on first down with Ware. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
and again, this is Ware.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, this is Ware. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under the belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here.
Tonight, from Toronto, Canada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Toronto Thunderbirds. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Giants.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Saquon Barkley.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 88 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Now they'll throw here. Out the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys are coming over, teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of it and really want to play well for him.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10.
That was a nicely run snap route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he says, forget that. Yes, sorry to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 107 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action.
On the slant, this is Chubb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
The 34-yard line.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Where? And they'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
And that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the run, it's Ware. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Sacked.
Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football. We're scoreless after 1. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. He's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this up to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
This one incomplete. Too much contact going on in that one, and it's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfect to break it up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Ross on the return. They'll score a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
37-yard
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them, roll around them, to get to the face of the ball.
Easier said than done now.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Haskins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McClure. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A give to Ware. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Carry for the running
Some
back.
good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Haskins. This is going to be intercepted. Not only is that an interception, it's one when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. That possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they're just many blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, and tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. And he's got a first down forward to pick up of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Haskins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And Troy will go down back at the 12. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season. A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. They'll leave this for Lynn. And able to break ground tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. His pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Next to score, Thunderbirds.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10. At their own.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried by
a gain of 3, second down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken out.
They had a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They're taken down with a penalty flag on the field.
Get ready! Get ready!
It's a decent game.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Able to find Dorset. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. On the handoff, it's Ware. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Oh, and he's taken down inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They don't give it here to his running back. He's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Number 22, the ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive.
Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look at the scoreboard. Slants in the corner. First down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go again with Ware. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 15.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Shoves him aside, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete to
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first time.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chase Young. That was a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Third down.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And they will not be able to walk it through. It's incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. First down, it's Ware. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Left side, it's Dorsett. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Ware. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try the jet sweep here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 30.
Just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense. Diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off-season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini-camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
tonight.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the home team here, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to...